the Boston accent. It's a good accent. It does kind of sound like there was one guy with Down syndrome on the Mayflower. One guy on the trip across the ocean was like, it's fun to go across the water. One guy at the first Thanksgiving that's like, could you please pass the chowder? And some poor pilgrim woman took his seat in her. She was kind of ugly. She's like, well, it's either the tart or the engine. I don't know. Because the people in Boston, you guys are like liberal, but you're like still cool, you know? A liberal in Boston's like, yeah, racism's retarded. Homophobia's for fags.
Boston's fun. I was doing some research on this beautiful city. I didn't know this. The Red Sox, Boston Red Sox, one of the well, it's not a pro Red Sox show. I learned this, Red Sox, the last team by far to have a black player. Did you guys know that? Yeah. That's kind of funny because for 100 years we're like, we can't win a World Series, we're cursed. An evil witch has cursed our team. Like, no, they have Willie Mays and you have Johnny McGillicuddy. Gee Willikers, why can't we win the pennant? Boston's the last city where you'll ask someone who the greatest basketball player is, and with a straight face, they'll be like, Larry Bird. Larry Bird, he was smarter than Michael Jordan, he was more disciplined than Michael Jordan. I saw Larry Bird at night, I went across the street. Talking to the Uber driver trying to get a pulse on what's happening in Canada, and he was like, I was like, what's going on? He's like, oh, it's crazy. Justin Trudeau is dating Katy Perry. It's fucking wild in Canada right now. Well, in America, our president just said he wanted to execute the politicians who told him to stop raping children. Celebrity romance. Hope we can get over 2 consenting adults having sex. Oh no, are the lines getting a little long at your free doctor's appointment? We have masked federal agents kidnapping children from schools. You guys can't drink bourbon as much. Kentucky, great place. You guys like your horses here, that's the thing. You like your horses. I feel like you guys are like, well, we can't own people anymore. But I still want to own something with a big dick. Oh no, the checks are coming around. This is where I have to bomb while Kentuckians do math. Every show, it's 5 minutes of people like, I haven't done this in a while. ChatGPT, what should I do? You just move the decimal point over 1 and double it. That's how you take 20%. Little trick from the north. Little Yankee math right there. How do you know the people you're with tonight, Joe? They're bourbon? We like to drink together? Yeah. They're your drinking buddies, Joe. I like that, Joe. Y'all love your bourbon down here. I like that. You're like, it's part of the culture to get drunk every night. We're supporting small businesses. That's why I lost custody. I love small businesses. Political jobs, when you talk to people, there's so much more high stakes than a regular job. Like a regular guy would be like, yeah man, bad day at work, I didn't sell enough insurance or whatever. And in DC, a guy's like, yeah, I had a bad day at work, I botched a coup in Myanmar. They're not gonna have democracy for a while. Shouldn't have gone to bar trivia. Also, people's political jobs, they sound really good the first sentence, then you find out it's mostly evil. They're like, I work for an environmental NGO. I'm like, oh, that sounds amazing. They're like, yeah, you know those 6-pack rings that choke the baby otters? We recycle them and turn them into military drones. We're also women-owned. Pete, what's your job, Pete? I'm fascinated by you.
I just sit on my couch and watch some Netflix.
You don't have a job?
No, not right now.
That's amazing, Pete. Were you recently laid off in the...
Yes.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Ooh, do I want to talk about this yet? Okay, Pete, let's try. Let's see. We already given it pretty good.
Is it painful, Pete?
Let's go, brother.
No? I mean, so it was in the last week or so?
No, it was like 5 months ago.
Oh. It's like, oh no, I was just bad at my job. This was way before they came for the competent workers. I got fired when anyone could work for the government. Even Joe Biden's like, can we cut Pete? I know we gave 50 million condoms to Gaza, but Pete is kind of holding the budget back. Man, Pete, I made that so funny. Oh my God. This is the time where Trump should send the National Guard. My God. This place is not doing well. Congrats for living here. This is not good. The abandoned Kmart is haunting. And the crazy thing is that a working Kmart isn't great. It's not doing well. What happened here? It's absolutely bleak. How many of you grew up here? Has it always been like this, or is this a new thing, or is it pretty... Always? Okay, cool. I guess it's consistent. I like that. I like that. What happened? IBM. They just poisoned all the stuff and then took all the money and then left and gave you nothing. And I like how capitalism works. That's good. No reason we should ever change. Something to think about. A poor county that votes red? Never seen that before. Something to think about. What's your name, ma'am?
Courtney.
Courtney, you like to read, Courtney? No? Okay, we won't do I guess we won't do the joke about reading. Courtney wouldn't get it. Why did I think a joke about reading would do well in Endicott? The only thing people know how to read here is a foreclosure notice. So you guys live in a town where you can't drink the drinking water? You know you should go. Why would you live somewhere you can't drink the water? Not that funny, but why? That's fascinating. But what are they trying to clean it? No? They've just abandoned it? They just gave up? God, that really bums me out. Okay, now we have to continue the comedy show. They've just given up on an entire city's water supply? Wow, they do it to black people in Flint and white people in Endicott. I like that. The government is just. The government is just. That's, I guess, good and evil at the same time. I guess I won't be coming to Endicott again. No, I'm kidding. I like this town. I want to come back and see you guys improve every year. I want to see one more window every year. One more intact window, that's all I ask, Endicott. I believe in you. You can do it. Well, the Jewish people, we need Jewish people, Ryan. Of course we need Jewish. Do we got any Jewish people here tonight? Are you a secular guy or you still believe?
I celebrate Christmas.
Okay. That's funny. I don't think you knew what secular meant because that is correct. Okay. That's the word of the week in Endicott. Secular. It means non-religious. You can go tell your friends that. I learned a new word, the comedy club. They don't have that one in the library. We have to face a joke, please. Man, the women have been out of control tonight. Usually it's the men. I like that. You let your women run free in Endicott. I like that. Maybe that's why your city has fallen. Maybe get a leash on them. I'm kidding. Good. I like Portland. It's a war zone, though. Oh my, this is a war zone. My God, that's what they keep saying. It's a war zone. Portland's such a war zone that I went on a nice walk today, and I went to this place with food trucks, and we got some bibimbap. I drank an IPA, and I played giant Jenga. And it's such a war zone. It's crazy. If this is a war zone, I'm pro-war, baby. Do they have giant Jenga in Gaza? If they got giant Jenga in Gaza, they need to quit bitching. Okay. They must not be too good at Jenga because the buildings keep falling over. One thing I've noticed during shows in the South is every state passes the buck on racism. You go to North Carolina, they're like, oh, we're not racist. It's South Carolina. They're fucking racist. Then you go to South Carolina, they're like, no, we love everyone. It's Georgia. They're fucking racist. Then you go to Georgia, like, no, we love everyone. It's Mississippi. They're fucking racist. Then you go to Mississippi, and they're like, yeah, we're racist. We don't learn to read because all the letters are black. can tell how racist a town's history is based on how many streets they name after civil rights leaders. You know what I mean? Because it's a guilt thing. You know, there's just a Martin Luther King Boulevard, pretty normal run-of-the-mill racism. But if you ask for directions and a guy's like, you're gonna want to take Rosa Parks Street, then take a right on Malcolm X Boulevard. You'll take the Thurgood Marshall Expressway. You'll see the Al Sharpton Walmart. And it's like, what happened in Greensboro? Arizona, I read you guys just got 50th in education. That's pretty sick. Let's go! Be proud of yourselves. You beat Mississippi doesn't even let black people go to school, and you beat them. You be proud of yourself. That's hard. That's hard work. I like that. I didn't know you guys don't do daylight savings time. I didn't know. That's an interesting. You don't do daylight savings time. Last state to celebrate Martin Luther King Day. You guys like, we'll do anything to fight the forces of darkness. Great joke. Very funny. Very funny. I gotta say, the nerve white people here have to be against illegal immigration that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Because you guys don't belong here. You have to wear SPF 100 to walk to get the mail? You don't fucking... Every guy here over 50 looks like he's made of football. I'm like, is that a Latina woman or a white woman with stage 4 skin cancer? Like, what? All the women over 50, their faces are melting like a Salvador Dali clock. It's incredible. It's incredible. You should be deported. Go back to Michigan. You know, it's funny as hell. I love it. Wow, yeah. Sacramento, yeah. I want it to be known, there's a lot of empty tables. This show was sold out months ago. It's not my fault that I'm an ally and a lot of my fans are undocumented immigrants. It's not my fault. I'm big among Venezuelan gang members, and so they couldn't make it tonight, but that's due to the efficiency of the Doge administration, unfortunately, but I thought that'd be pretty funny. That was good. Pretty funny. I like that. Cool, Sacramento, great town. Great, it is a fun town. I have no idea what this is a picture of, but it is a nice town. No, I know it's supposed to be the capital, but there's no tents or needles or anything. There's not a single fuck Gavin Newsom poster anywhere, so I don't really know what that could be. This looks like a city that's won an NBA championship. Who cares? Pana, what do you do for a living? You're kind of a jack guy. What are you doing?
UPS.
UPS, not using your muscle. What a fucking waste of a life. I'm kidding. I like that. UPS, what do you think? You think the government's going to defund it or not?
Oh,
or that's USPS. Oh, that's different. My bad. Fuck! Damn! An L for the king. They're not going to light the beam tonight. So good. So good. What if I say that line in every city I'm in and it just gets silence? I'm in Tucson and I'm like, they're not gonna light the beam tonight. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm like, just wait till late March. Sacramento's gonna lose their fucking minds over that shit. A lot of you coming in, I saw a lot of you have the San Francisco special. White guy, Asian girlfriend, am I right? Let's fucking go. You walk around San Francisco, you see so many, it looks like 1946, my God. The boys are back from the war. Sorry, Loretta, you've been replaced. Sun Yi doesn't speak the language, and that's why I like her. We're gonna make a new race, a sleepy Italian. That's so funny. That's a great one. The other thing I had, oh yeah. Those Ubers without drivers? What is this shit? Is that real? Do you guys ride in those? That's insane. I hope the robot still like sexually harasses the women. Mind if I come in? Okay, we'll cut that. A lot of history here. I didn't know that. I'm a big history guy. I didn't know you guys were like big in the anti-slavery movement, though. What'd you say?
Susan B.
Susan B. Anthony. Unfortunately, you had that as well. I like the anti-slavery stuff. Pro women, I draw the line. I'm sorry, man, but it's just funny. A lot of rich history, anti-slavery, pro-women's rights, the Kodak, Xerox. It's a city with illustrious past and a bleak present. I feel like it's one of those cities like Baltimore where you go on a tour, they're like, that's where Frederick Douglass lived in the 1850s, and now it's an abandoned Panera. And they're like, that's where Susan B. Anthony lived, and now it's an abandoned Panera. Okay, that's kind of funny. That was a good. I never thought I'd write a joke about Rochester, New York. It is crazy they sat the only 3 black people in the worst seats in the house. Like, you can come in the show, but you won't look the white man in the face. Rochester, I didn't know Rochester has I have a big history. I looked at the history. You guys have a pretty illustrious history. I didn't know that. You should be proud of it. It's very good. You guys are big in the anti-slavery movement. I think if it was today, you'd probably be a little neutral on it. You'd be like, Frederick, go live on Avenue D. You know what I mean? Yeah, you look at the geography. I was in Montreal last night. Boo! Fuck the French! That's disgusting that you let them do that shit still. They're still speaking their little language, all the signs in their little fucking frog tongue. That's fucked up. You conquered them. Cut it out! What's the point of conquest if not for obliterating their culture? In America, we don't have signs in Cherokee. We fucking won! We defeated the natives, we named a truck after each of them. In Canada, only 30% of Canadians believe in God. And in America, it's like 65, 70%. And I think that makes sense. I wouldn't believe in God if my military was that weak either. Of course we believe in God. We have nuclear weapons. You guys haven't even harnessed the power of the atom yet. I did the Just to Laugh Festival a few times. You guys love Just to Laugh? What an amazing idea, the Just to Laugh Festival. Let's have the world's largest English-speaking comedy festival in the only North American city that doesn't speak English. That's incredible. Next, I'm going to do the International Reggaeton Festival in Buffalo. I'm doing the International Consent Conference in Mar-a-Lago. What an Irvine thing to have a screen of bricks. Not a real, no real manual labor. Like, if we replace bricks with a screen, we don't have to give Mexicans a job. They took our jobs, now we'll take theirs. This city sucks, though. It's like a ChatGPT city. It's like, Irvine's where you move because you're scared of LA. We don't want to see poor people. We want to be rich and not see the consequences. Something to think about. Tampa! Man, it was so cute. It's like 50 degrees. You guys all come in little jackies. A little chilly, isn't it? A little cold. That's why the South lost. That's why you can't own people anymore, you weak little bitches. That's why you hate liberals. You're like, oh, snowflakes! Declare martial law! So embarrassing. I didn't know how 6 p.m. show. My comedy is not really 6 p.m. comedy. A lot of old people here. It looks like some of the crowd got shipped in from the villages. So on a 6 p.m. show, we'll be back in time for The Masked Singer. I think the gargoyle is Sheryl Crow. Miami, we were there a couple days ago. Miami, worst city in America, I think. I think Miami is legitimately the worst city in America. Because Miami is it has a lot of two of the weirdest demographics on earth. They have these like mega Cubans. This is not gonna go on. Mega Cubans are crazy. They're like, we hate illegal immigrants. We are illegal immigrants and we fucking suck. Okay, we'll cut that. The other demographic in Miami is like faith-based realtors.
you know what I mean? Like a realtor and their Instagram profile is all Bible verses, which like makes no sense. They're like, by the power of the almighty Jesus Christ, I'll find you the penthouse you deserve. I wish I'd been selling real estate when Jesus was born, because he wouldn't have been born in no darn barn. Oh, yeah. I would have sold the shit out of Mary and Joe. I think that's so.
The Disney, what do you guys feel about living in Disney Town? Do you like Disney? And I like that. I feel like anyone who loves or hates Disney is a loser. If you're like one of those people like, we're a Disney couple, we go on Disney cruises every year, my husband yells Hakuna Matata when he comes. Like, or there's like the right-wing people who are like, Disney's making the water trans. I looked up the club on Google earlier, and it said like on the description, it said like LGBTQ friendly, which in Florida seems like a trap. Yeah, we like all that gay shit. We're having a poetry tofu soccer party. Get in here. Then you get in, and they're like, you're going to hell, brother. We're deporting the fairies, too. Texas, freedom, the freedom state, yes. Unless you want to get an abortion, smoke weed, be trans, or learn about slavery in middle school. Freedom, though. It is embarrassing you can't smoke weed. You should be embarrassed. That's like, you know where you can smoke weed? North Korea. You've been able to light up in Pyongyang since 1993, and you can't smoke weed. There's people dying in a re-education camp in North Korea like, at least we're not in Austin, brother. This is better than Amarillo, isn't it? You know what, Scott? One thing I learned traveling recently, okay, I think this is true. Okay, I've been doing a lot of shows in like smaller towns in America, because and like, how do I say this? You know that a lot of people think like urban areas are more tolerant than rural areas. I think that's not true. I think America's pretty equally racist all over. We kind of figured that shit out in America. No one like that. Everyone's like, I think he's about to be serious. He's been joking for 15 minutes, but he's about to say a real opinion right here. But this is true. I think racism's just different. Rural racism's broad, urban racism's specific. Does that make sense? Like my farmer uncles are like, we hate brown people. They just hate all of them. They don't really pick. And then in New York, racism's like, I hate Trinidadians because they don't respect the bike lanes. How come Dominicans can say the N-word, but I can't? I hate Haitians because they're black and French. Don't even get me started with the Bosnians. White Muslims. Good to be here. Oh, my parents are here tonight. I'm not going to point out loud my parents. My parents, they came out from Woodbury to scary Minneapolis. They don't normally do this. They're pretty freaked out. Hopefully we get them out before nightfall, you know what happens. They own the night here, Mom and Dad, you know. It is funny, they live in perpetual fear in Woodbury, Minnesota. They're terrified of crime. They have Ring cameras, they've got guns for no reason. There hasn't been a crime within 30 miles in 30 years, unless you count decades of segregation. But, they have multiple guns. Why? My dad thinks he's going to get in such a lengthy gun battle in Woodbury that he's going to have to switch from the shotgun to the semi-auto. While my mom's blazing on the Glock. She's like, Tom, I'm out of ammo. I'm switching to the Uzi. Take that, unarmed protesters. They're scary. It's scary. Wow, New Jersey. Okay, this is fun. Okay, Jersey's a scary place to go to because every mile on the highway is a sign that says, I got hurt in Jersey, doctor. I'm like, do I need to lawyer up? Like, what the fuck is this? You're like 20 miles in, they're like, you're probably hurt by now, brother. You're probably going to want to call a lawyer. You've been here for about 25 minutes. Jersey's great. I think my favorite New Jersey, Chris Christie, love that guy. That's a fun guy. I love whenever I get to see him on TV, he's always complaining about the baloney tax or whatever. Tax my baloney. The governor of the Garden State looked like he'd never had a vegetable. And you see Chris Christie and you're like, that's an ugly man. And then you come to New Jersey and you're like, that's a Garden State 8 right there. That's a Jersey daddy right there. I mean, there's like 8 guys in here who look just like him. I feel like that people voted for him here not because they agree with his political beliefs. They're like, one of us! We need large representation in Trenton. Okay, we should open on that. We tried it. Some people didn't like it. Okay. Here's the thing. Yes, I got a little high before the show. Yes. And I want to confess to this now. I wasn't paying attention before the show. I did take a shit in the women's bathroom. And I figured out what was happening until I got out, and then 2 women saw me, and they're like, didn't know we paid to see a trans comic tonight. I thought June was over. What's the vibe? You guys hate America? What do you think? We hate America. No, you don't. It's funny, the Brit, you used to be so powerful, now you're our little cucks, aren't you? You do everything we tell you to. We're like, send missiles to Israel. We're like, okay, daddy. Come with us to Iraq. We'll be right there. It's really pathetic what's happened to this country. Maybe if you took your immigration laws as serious as your weed laws. I'm kidding. That was too far. That was too much. That was wrong. I was with my uncle here a couple months ago, and we took a vacation here. My uncle, we went to a pub. He wore a shirt with an American flag on it. And I was like, why are you wearing that in London? I thought that was kind of weird. And he's like, I want them to know where I'm from. And I'm like, buddy, they know where you're from. You're fat as fuck. You're the only guy in here who looks over and undernourished at the same time. No one's like, I think that guy with a fupa, I think he's Danish. That's one of those beautiful Danish models they're always talking about. British Empire, I think the British Empire, the greatest empire of all time. I got to give you guys credit. You had an amazing run. You got to give yourselves a pat on the back. It's the most amazing. An island country of 50 million people conquered an empire of 1 billion people. You conquered an empire 200 times your size. For 250 years, every time zone was ruled by Britain for 250 straight years. If that doesn't make you believe in white supremacy, I don't know what will, folks. What more do we have to do to prove it? I don't see any other race conquering the entire globe. We're the best at being the worst, baby. These will never be said again. That is funny. I learned that. I didn't know that the curry was kind of invented by the British colonials. Did you know that? They didn't eat curry till Britain colonized it. The British have such nerve to invent curry and then be like, wow, they all sure do smell like curry, don't they? You guys are eating that shit? P.U. Okay, I didn't think that. See, now I thought that would not do well. I actually thought I wasn't even going to tell that one. You know, I do like British culture. I do like you guys. I like all the slang. One thing I don't like, the letter Z. That's fucked up. This is more just I want to know. I was thinking. So when you sing the ABCs, you go like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Is that what you say? It doesn't rhyme. That's why you fucking don't rule the world anymore. How you guys like the 5:30 p.m. show? Pretty sick, you know. The venue really pulled out all the stops for Daddy, you know. They emailed you it was the wrong venue, and then they emailed you it was the other one. It was incredible. Just a tight ship they run here, and I'm not furious about it. It's not something I'm stewing about openly, right? And you can't even buy a drink during the show. What an incredible system. It really makes me angry. Okay, we're going to move on from it because we can't control the actions of others, can we, Steve? We can only control how we respond to them, and mine will be never coming to London again. No, Steve, I get sad because things are managed poorly and rules don't make sense. But come on, okay, whatever. I'm not a 5:30 comic for sober people. Yeah, tell that joke about sucking your own cock in front of sober people right after they got off work on a Monday. Should go pretty well, brother. Los Angeles, this city is not great, but I find it great. There's no culture, there's no community here, it's just an endless strip mall. It's crazy that the city that's always on fire lacks a spark. I didn't think that would go well. I thought the other thing was funnier. I didn't know. Good stuff. I'm staying downtown at this hotel. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't keep your downtown in check. I assumed downtown, that's where you'd want to stay in a city. Apparently not. I asked the hotel lady, I'm like, what should I do around here? She's like, don't go outside. So, it's embarrassing. This part is, it's a little too Italian. It's a little much. We went to Brando's last night in Asbury Park. It was good, but all the TVs are playing The Godfather. It's like, come on, man, grow up. It's a little, we like the mobster guys. It's embarrassing. There's a supreme lack of diversity here, too. There's more diversity in Gaza. I mean, at least there's some people who don't have arms. Everyone here's the same. I don't like that I said that. I do feel like if you brought Robert E. Lee to Point Pleasant today, he'd be like, oh, we won. There must have won the war, certainly. This is exactly what we wanted. George Bush lives like 2 hours from here on a ranch. Isn't that crazy that he's still alive? We let him, he lied about the Iraq war, 2 million people died, and we just let him live? Why are there no consequences for what presidents do? At the end of their term, we should just shoot all of them. Isn't that crazy? I think that's nuts. Like George Bush commits war crimes, now he's a painter. He's just painting on a ranch. You're supposed to be a painter, then commit war crimes. Hitler, not all of you are smart enough to get it, and that's not my fault. I read that recently Houston is the most diverse city in America. Houston's the most diverse city in America. Now raise your hand if that bothers you. Raise your hand. They took New York, they took Chicago, now they took Houston from us. We built this country. I didn't know if you guys would go along with that. But I did read largest Vietnamese population of any city in America. That's great. And it's like they settled refugees here after the Vietnam War. That's a shitty reward. All these South Vietnamese people fought for us for years. They gave up their lives to fight communism. We're like, as a reward, want to live in Houston? It's great. The people won't accept you for decades. You act like you do now, but I just read a book about how the KKK tried to drive away the Vietnamese shrimpers in the 80s. Not funny, just something to think about. Man, I thought that was going to be a lot funnier than it was. Okay. I'll say it, a lot of beautiful women in Houston. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of beautiful women. I mean, none of them came to my show, but a lot of beautiful women are beautiful in Houston, but then it's the exact opposite if you go to Buc-ee's. That is some big folk. A lot of butter queens. A lot of Crisco kings walking hand in hand with their brisket Barbie, just like a lot of people in mobility scooters like, I'm just like the governor. As you guys all know, the money for these shows, we're giving it to charity. You know, folks are giving it to this charity that's called the ICIRR. They're raising money to get better masks for the Ice Age. Because if you see the videos, they're wearing these flimsy balaclavas. It ain't right. These Antifa thugs keep pulling the mask down, and then they're doxing our boys. It ain't right. They're just trying to defend us from these evil Home Depot employees. Sorry, I just thought they need a little help. You know. Also, yeah, I'm wearing an American flag shirt. I think you should wear it. It's for protection. ICE doesn't fuck with you if you're wearing the merch. They come at you, you hold it up like a cross to a vampire. Like, you know what?
and they all start fucking masturbating. We love that.
La Jolla's a weird city. It's too nice. You know what I mean? There's no poor people. There should be some poor people. I feel like every night they just throw them off the cliff. For the seal gods. This is the other San Diego joke I have. One funny thing on San Diego, it's the only place in the world you see this. You see white people walking around with shirts that say, "We are Aztecs." That's funny. It's like, no, you're the reason there aren't Aztecs. You got rid of that. That's like if I went to Berlin and wore a shirt that said, "We are the Jews." La Jolla's so rich. I feel like everyone in La Jolla the last couple weeks has been like, Brian Thompson had a family. Luigi is a domestic terrorist. He did a lot of... Okay, I think that's good. That's funny.
I've noticed there's a big difference between white Christian music and black Christian music. I'm the first comic to notice white people and black people are a little different. White Christian music, it's very sad. They're always like, Jesus, we miss you. And then like black Christian music, they're like, Jesus was in my house yesterday.
Yeah, that one's gonna need some retooling. I think that one's gonna have to go back into the shop, folks. The joke about me sucking my mom's tits might need a little bit of work. You thought you could bring that shit to Indianapolis? They saw right through it. These people are smart. They read a Kurt Vonnegut book in high school. They know. Because he's from here, right? Isn't he from here? I love him. He's one of the best authors of all time. Crazy, he's from here. Crazy, he's from the libraries are a gay state. Wow, that was fun. I feel like Indiana's the state where in high school, you know what a homophone, a word that has two names? I feel like they don't teach that here. They're like, a word that has two names? A trans word? You want us to teach the kids trans words? Okay. In Indiana, blue means one thing. The color of the evil Yankees. Because we all know if Indiana could do it again, they'd be, Robert needs a fucking Hoosier on his side. Indianapolis is a city, a lot of spotless trucks. You know what I mean? A lot of men who bought an $80,000 truck that they never use. They just bought it because they were tricked into feeling like their dick was small. Isn't that embarrassing? If you own a truck that you don't get dirty, that's like pathetic, you know that? Not that funny, just something to think about. You got tricked by a Bud Light commercial into buying a truck you didn't need. That's so embarrassing. All the men have trucks. I need a fucking truck too. I saw it every 3 years. I need a truck. This is not the joke for Indiana, but it is pathetic. Cool, I like Buffalo. I always like performing here because this is like a nice picture of a different city. This looks like a city that won a Super Bowl. This looks like a city that could beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, but not. It's so funny, some of you are, that's gonna be the thing that offends the most people tonight. I'm gonna say, this guy looks furious that I said that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. Let's try this one. Okay, we rode the train here from Chicago, took the Amtrak here. Woo! You guys like, I've been riding the Amtrak a lot. You guys like the Amtrak? I love Amtrak. There's 3 demographics on Amtrak. It's business professionals, tourists, and an amazing third demographic, the Amish. You've seen this? The Amish fucking love the train system. It's like some loophole or something. Like the Bible must say, thou mayest ride the metal chariot or something. That's why I fucking love the Amish. They're always cheating on the rules. You always see an Amish guy in the corner just eating some Doritos. Just like, and his mom's like, Jebediah, show me those fingers! I see the devil's dust upon them. The Amish fucking rip. I feel like we make fun of the Amish a lot, but I feel like when the grid goes down, we're gonna come to begging the Amish for help. When the internet stops, we'll be like, oh, please tell us how to plant Hulu. How do we grow Wi-Fi? One thing I learned today, I learned this in this weekend. If you ever want to be truly alone and get some peace and quiet in a big city, just go to a Wisconsin hotel and check into the fitness center. No one's been in there in a decade. All the machines are dusty. I'm trying to fire up the diesel-powered elliptical. The punching bag's just a life-size cutout of Al Gore. What do you guys think? Okay, Grand Rapids, great city. I've been doing some shows in the Midwest recently. Everyone's so fat, and I love it. I love it. I truly do like that. One thing you notice, though, there's never two fat people mating. It's always a fat and a skinny. I see a few of these pairs. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. It's always like a skinny, like nerdy white guy with just a butter queen. A lady of the curd. She's like, if I piss in a bucket, you leave it out overnight, it'll turn to cheddar. Or it's like a skinny, beautiful blonde woman with just a bowling ball of a man. It looks like he won her at the county fair. What's your name with the hat? I like you. Mike, why is everyone yelling at him? What, Mikey? Mikey G. Is it your big day, Mike? These women love you, which you're the bowling ball of a man I was talking about. I like that. That's absolutely you. You got enough to keep the family warm in the winter, and I like that. I like that. You look like you're made of buckwheat pancakes. And I like Mikey G, what do you do for a living, Mike? You're in landscaping. Damn. They got white people doing that shit in Grand Rapids. This country has fallen apart, folks. This country. You got a man named Mikey G mowing your lawn. Have some respect, Grand Rapids. Have some fucking respect. Mikey G, you working on your mental health at all, brother? What are you doing, Mike? Life's hard. What are you doing?
Laundry.
Laundry? Man, they got a white man doing landscaping. They got a man doing laundry. This city's falling apart. Scotland is a great country. It is a great country. Beautiful countryside. Edinburgh's a beautiful city. But it is pathetic. Why? The British Empire fell 60 years ago. How are you not an independent nation? Isn't that embarrassing? You know who fought and won their independence? The Sudan. You're weaker than the Sudan? You know who also fought for their independence? The small island nation of Tuvalu. I just thought it'd be funny to say Tuvalu on stage, you know. How can you not beat the British? The police don't even have guns here. The Scots are like, we could never beat the British, they have big sticks. They're too strong, they have lumber. This is one of the great jokes of all time. Okay, have you guys seen this in America? You guys probably saw this because you guys pay attention to our country because we control you like puppets, don't we? Isn't it so sad? You used to rule the world and now you just invade whatever country we tell you to. We're like, Britain, we're going to Iraq. You're like, we'll be right there, Daddy. Fargo, great city. I will say this, Fargo, lot of hot women in Fargo, I'm not gonna lie. No, none of them came to my show, but zing! But you know, it is true though, because Fargo's every hot girl in the hottest girl in every farm town moves to Fargo. Because you can't be an 8 living in Valley City. You can't. This is a waste of potential. Is that where you're from? You're from Valley. And you got out! And you got out! There we go. Wow. I've performed in pretty much every major city in America. This is the drunkest city in America. You know that, right? It's insane. Everyone here drinks like they served in Vietnam. 19-year-olds are like, I gotta forget, man. Like, what are you forgetting already? I love coming here. I've been coming for I think this is so funny. Because it's not Appleton. This is a 50-story skyscraper. You could fit the entire population of Appleton, this thing. This is like a fucking vision board for the city. If we pool all our money together, we can be better than Oshkosh. We can be in Oshkosh one day. It's like, this is what it was like before the big flood. I think it's funny every time. Yeah, we're gonna go to Bean Snappers tonight. That's our Friday fish fry. You know what I'm saying? Go on. Your name? Dallas. Dallas. I hate that.
I hate that. Your parents just hated John F. Kennedy. That joke was too smart for a lot of you, and that was so funny. He got assassinated in Dallas. Some of you, your brains couldn't get that. That's not my fault. That was so funny. Your parents hate John F. Kennedy. God, that was good. Charge everyone an extra $1. The staff's gonna come around and collect an extra $1. That was too good for what you paid.
You like history, Eric? You like history? What do you think?
Yeah.
What's your favorite era of history, Eric?
The Mongols?
The Mongols. Big rape guy. Back before consent culture ruined it all. Back when boys could be boys when they're on the pillaging trail. What do you do? What do you do for your mental health, Eric?
I go to the sauna a lot.
Go to the sauna. Okay, so the trick is just to be rich and have a disposable income. Why did I think of that? Oh! I always thought you could be happy in a race car bed. Wait a second, I do want to say that my parents are here, over there. They've been here the whole Mom, I want to ask my mom a question. Mom, am I remembering this right? There was that Jehovah's Witness that came to our house all the time named Fran. Were you about to convert at some point? I remember that.
I love Fran.
Incredible. I remember that Fran was always popping in for dinner, and I was like, shut the fuck up. Never joining a little heathen cult. You were close, Mom, weren't you? Dad, were you? Did you have some talks about that, Dad?
It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. My dad put his foot down. Back when men could be men. Don't they just believe they believe Jesus was crucified on a stick, not a cross, Mom? Wasn't that the thing? They go Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They don't think it was a cross, it was just a pole. It is. It's like a weird little... I don't know. I remember that. I was like, that's fucking stupid. No. He came back to life from a cross, not a stick. That's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous. No, the Virgin Mary, I believe that completely, but no way could have happened on a stick. What's your name, man? Nick. I like that. You got little tight pants, widespread for daddy. I like that. There we go. Made a white woman spit, not the first time. I remember you. That voice is amazing. You come to every show in Fargo. I knew not to deal with you. I know. I'm going to choose not to talk to you because your voice is too funny to even talk. I like you. Maggie, right? Maggie, I remember you, Maggie. You don't forget your first lot lizard, do you? I like that you took your shoes off, though. Gotta get a good look at the bunions. Looks like you got them scraped pretty recently. Okay, you're good. You're in the clear. I like that. No, you got them both out now. That's crazy. I don't know how old you are, Maggie, but I cannot sit cross-legged like that. You're doing well. That's not bad, Maggie. That's not bad. Okay. I'd like to see what other positions you could do. No. What the fuck? What are you taking out? What do you got? What is this going to be? What is this? Oh, my God. What is this? Oh, what is this? This is your hotel. Funny, that's funny. That's really funny. It's really funny. What is it? Room 105 for your age? Is that what it is? Yeah. Do you keep that in your thing for that joke? That's so funny. Because you live here. You just keep that in there for a great joke. Man, that you're a prop audience member. You don't see an audience member who's got riffs ready. You're like, you also got one little thing of glitter under your eyes. You didn't clean up after your shift? I'm kidding. I actually do love Fargo a lot. Maggie, what's your? Did you grow up in Fargo, Maggie?
I grew up in Moorhead.
You grew up in Moorhead. Hell yeah! And if I saw you, I'd say less head.
I used to give Moorhead, but not
You used to give Moorhead.
Not bad, Maggie, but mine was better. I bested you. The curse is broken, Maggie. You're free. That was so funny. That deserves so much more. The curse is broken. You are free. That was good. We have a good little repartee. I feel like I owe you like $20. Maybe you could buy some socks next time. We got a good thing. What'd you say?
I don't need them when it's 80 degrees.
That's true. That was the first thing you said all night that wasn't funny. That was amazing. You hate to see a queen stumble, don't you? We're all mere mortals, aren't we, Maggie? Wow, now you know how hard this fucking gig is. They love you for a second. The second you say something that's not funny, they've turned on you. No one's on your side anymore, Maggie. Now you know what I do, the lonely jester, every day. But the only friend is yourself, Maggie. That's all you have up here. We're warriors. Comedians, we're warriors. What's your favorite era of history, Sam? What do you think? What era of history you like to learn about? What do you like to think about living in?
Like early 2000s.
Early 2000s? Just slightly before our time. We finally invent a time traveling machine and Sam's like, I'll go back to 2006. Everyone's like, don't you want to see like Genghis Khan or Napoleon? He's like, no, I liked when Neo came out. That was a pretty good time. Toby Keith was still putting out some good stuff. 2006, I think, yeah. Right before Obama ruined it all. Trevor, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, I mean, I own a bar. I own a...
You own a bar near here?
In Perham, Minnesota.
In Perham? How far away is Perham, Minnesota?
50, 60 miles.
By like Thief River Falls?
No.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. The fact that I even know Thief River Falls exists. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow, I've lost all faith in the comedian. He doesn't know where Thief River Falls is. You know, I only consume content made by someone who knows where Thief River Falls is located. I guess we should leave now, Chuck. He's just not one of us. What'd you say? You know?
The name of his bar.
You know his bar? What's the name of your bar?
Salty Pickle.
The Salty Pickle. You knew that? Man, that's a great... How do you know the bar's in Perham?
It's called the Salty Pickle.
That's a great name. Oh, I love a dive bar. That sounds great. I love that. Have you ever had a black person in there? We have one, and his picture's on the wall. Because he ain't coming in again. That was good. That was good. I like you. I like you, Trevor. I like you a lot. How did you two meet? You met at his bar?
No.
How? Facebook, let's go. I like that. What was his message? What was his message?
He wanted to take me out for tacos and things.
For tacos in Perham? I bet they're good. Some nice, authentic Northwestern Minnesota tacos. Yeah, the burrito was made 7 days ago in Mexico City. How'd you meet her?
At the worst.
The worst?
Yeah.
So you met her in Fargo? That's so funny. That was great. Post it. Post it. Is that a place they sell like bratwurst and stuff? It's like a German meeting hall? Okay. If I want to... Yeah. Is this a big German town?
I would say so.
Okay. Might have to move here when it all pops off. Be with the brethren again, you know? This time, don't invade Russia, boys. Don't invade Russia. Big mistake. Fargo, great city. I will say this, Fargo, lot of hot women in Fargo, I'm not gonna lie. No, none of them came to my show, but zing! But you know, it is true though, because Fargo's every hot girl in the hottest girl in every farm town moves to Fargo. Because you can't be an 8 living in Valley City. You can't. This is a waste of potential. Is that where you're from? You're from Valley. And you got out! And you got out! There we go. Wow. I've performed in pretty much every major city in America. This is the drunkest city in America. You know that, right?
It's insane. Everyone here drinks like they served in Vietnam. Everyone, 19-year-olds are like, I gotta forget, man. Like, what are you forgetting already? I gotta try this one. Are there any Jewish people in North Dakota? No. Okay. Just want to see if places I might want to move one day. Okay, North Dakota, top of the list. Getting around. Rich, what do you want me to end on, Rich? You want me to end on a joke that I think is kind of mid, but it always kills, or a swing for the fences, Rich? What do you want?
No, I want you to smoke that pen.
What? Oh, do you think that's so funny? You think this is a vape pen? It's just called a regular pen. That's a lady who hasn't written anything in a long time. They still make those things? What the hell? He has one of those feather quills on stage? Okay, I'll smoke the Vic. Oh, fuck! That's so funny. You thought I could just hold a vape pen? I almost felt this. You've been watching a totally different show than everyone. You're like, man, he's a real addict. He can't go a second without a real pen.
Somebody here has a pen for you.
What'd you say?
Somebody here has a pen for you.
Oh, yeah, probably. But if I got high, this show would be really bad. I'll probably get high for the late show, but not. What'd you say, Ann?
You're not high.
I'm not high, no. I know. Did you think I was? Do you think I was high? No. What was that accent? That was great. What was that?
I'm from Peru.
From Peru. Amazing. Okay. What? Okay. We had to have a woman of color talk too. I'm kidding. That's amazing. My cousins live in Peru. It's a great place. They're white people though. They're kind of. That's amazing. How long were you born in America? Or are you from Peru?
I'm from Peru.
That's amazing. What's your favorite thing about America? What do you love about America? Your husband? Jimmy. Let's go. Got that green card, did you? You are a good-looking guy, I guess, but that's what you're into. No. What's your least favorite thing about America, man? And tread carefully. What'd you say? The food. Oh, okay, that's fair. What the bland? Is it kind of bland compared to? We don't serve guinea pig here, I guess. Is that a big thing, cuy in Peru, or is that more Ecuador? Okay, I know your culture. I'm smart. Okay. I just want you guys to know I'm cultured and could be doing more with my life. Is Peru pretty Catholic country, right? It is. Is abortion legal in Peru?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay. That's even Peru is more advanced than America. That's just something to think about. We're behind Peru, Rich. Patrick, what do you do for a living? Patrick, what are you doing with your life?
Consultant.
You're a consultant, one of the most soulless, worthless jobs. A man who has absolutely nothing with his day-to-day existence. I'm kidding, Patrick, but what did you want to do? What was your dream as a kid?
NBA basketball.
You want to be an NBA basketball player? Were you ever close? Were you ever good at basketball?
Yeah.
You were pretty good. How long? Were you in high school or college? Did you play in college?
I played college.
Whoa, where'd you play?
Stevens Tech.
Stevens Tech. Oh, yeah, you weren't that. Oh, you haven't heard of Stevens Tech? Lamar Odom's son played there. That was a great rip. Where is Stevens Tech? What division is that? Is that
D3.
at D3 in Hoboken? That's pretty cool. Those Stevens Tech. Were you good on the team?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You guys, anyone know Patrick's lore from Stevens Tech? Were you pointing at him? Does he know? Did you play too?
No.
No, I do. The old dick sucking lips. He's got real feminine lips. He's got feminine lips. Nothing wrong with him. I'm calling like I see. Alright, so get too far. Child jokes were so funny, but don't say a man has dick sucking lips. What are you guys' deal? How do you guys know each other? What's going on here?
We worked at Trader Joe's together.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is a Trader Joe's employee right here. Large hoop earrings. Hell yeah. Are you LGBTQ? Are you gay? Or straight?
Surprisingly straight.
Wow. Okay. You should take God's hint, brother. I love that. You
You're wearing large hoop earrings and getting puss? Fuck yeah. You don't get pussy. Okay. I think the women are like, what? That's good. Good for you. Be you. I like that. I respect that. What's your name, brother? Ollie, do you still work at Trader Joe's? Absolutely. They can't fire you. You're the next CEO, Ollie. Ollie, you're named after a skateboard trick? What's your brother, Big in Big Japan? Oh. No one like that. Okay. That's a pretty good riff. Come on. Okay. We're going to try that again. What's your name? Ollie, you're named after a skateboard trick? What's your brother's name? Big Japan? Okay. Wow, New Jersey! Okay, this is fun. Okay, Jersey's a scary place to go to because every mile on the highway is a sign that says, I got hurt in Jersey, doctor. I'm like, do I need to lawyer up? Like, what the fuck is this? You're like 20 miles in, they're like, you're probably hurt by now, brother. You're probably going to want to call a lawyer. You've been here for about 25 minutes. Jersey's great. I think my favorite New Jersey, Chris Christie, love that guy. That's a fun guy. I love whenever I get to see him on TV. He's always complaining about the baloney tax or whatever. The governor of the Garden State looked like he'd never had a vegetable. And you see Chris Christie and you're like, that's an ugly man. And then you come to New Jersey and you're like, that's a Garden State 8 right there. That's a Jersey daddy right there. I mean, there's like 8 guys in here who look just like him. I feel like that people voted for him here not because they agree with his political beliefs. They're like, one of us! We need large representation in Trenton. Okay, we should open on that. We tried it. Some people don't like it. Okay. Here's the thing. Yes, I got a little high before the show. Yes. And I want to confess to this now. I wasn't paying attention before the show. I did take a shit in the women's bathroom. I didn't realize what was happening until I got out, and then 2 women saw me, and they're like, they never paid to see a trans comic tonight. I thought June was over. Who's this old lady over here? Thank you for calling, man. I hope you can get up in time for the Hogan's Heroes Marathon. Now you're whispering, that's so cute. You're like, he called on me. Remember when Carter called on us at the convention? What's your name? Daniel, right? Daniel, you ever have bondage sex, Daniel? You ever done it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, when you're Jewish, it always feels like you're in chains. That was one of the greatest rips of all time. That was so funny. How many kids do you got, Ed? 3. Do you have a favorite, Ed? No. But God knows. Who's your favorite? Gun to your head, Ed. Who would you pick, Ed? Who is it, Ed? The little one? Yeah, you would, you little pervert. Yeah, you like the little one. Yeah. Jesus Christ. You guys, it's 2 guys who came in alone and sitting next to each other. Oh, man, you could not be different sized men. I love that. That's the egg you hatch out of. I like that. No, it's a big guy and a little guy. Pretty fun stuff. Everyone get up and come over here and look, see.
Life is hard. You know what I'm doing to be happy, folks? You know what I'm doing? I'm doing these, you ever heard of these sensory deprivation tanks? You guys know what that is? It's where you like float in silent darkness for 90 minutes. I've done it like 9 or 10 times the last couple months. It's the best I've ever felt in my entire life. That's how bad life is. Take away sight, sound, and every single other human being, and I'm just like, this is living, brother. Nothing's better than nothing, man. The tank, it gave me a whole new perspective on life. Now whenever I read about Helen Keller, I'm like, some people really did have it all. What a lucky lady. Free tank for life. Ding, ding, ding. Winner. Incredible. The tank's amazing. It makes me feel so powerful and happy. I left the tank the other day. I walked to Starbucks and I did a terrible thing. I corrected the lady on how to spell my name for the cup. I was like, oh, it's Geoffrey. Get it right. It's Geoffrey. And then 5 minutes later, the other barista picks up the drink. She's like, iced matcha latte for Geoffrey. You think my name's fucking Geoffrey? Put me back in the tank! Geoffrey kills himself in preschool, right? Geoffrey's 4 years old, like, I can't took it anymore! Come on, that's a good one. The tank's incredible. It clears your mind of all thought. It's amazing to have no thoughts. It's so amazing to be stupid. I can't imagine how happy a lot of you are. I can't imagine for 90 minutes, my brain is so stupid that I'm excited for the next Marvel movie. Can you imagine being that stupid for 90 minutes? My brain's like, I like Marvel because the good guys say we're the good guys and the bad guys say we're the bad guys. That way, I know who to root for. In my spare time, I like to go online and defend Elon Musk. He's looking out for me, a part-time welder. Can you imagine being that stupid? That's incredible. If I ever had a thought like that, I would hang myself immediately. And you guys would get to watch me come. That's a good one, Max. That's a good one.
Pano, you're from Greece. That's amazing. Oh, you got a plate of olives there. Eat them, bitch. Oh, the homeland. Oh, yeah. Where are you from in Greece, Pano? I love Greece. Greece is amazing. Argos. Oh, hell yeah. In that little peninsula on the Peloponnesus?
South.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not funny. I just want everyone to know I'm smart and could be doing more with my life. I don't have to be funny the whole time. You guys take breaks at your jobs, too. Pano, when did you lose your virginity, Pano? How old were you?
13.
13. Could you say a slightly higher number? 13, Pano. Maybe it's a little different in Europe. You can drink earlier in Europe, maybe, yeah. Was it a prostitute?
Yeah.
No way. You were in 13? You went to a prostitute when you were 13? You're like...
It's legal.
It's legal. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just fascinating. It's something you'll have to answer for at the gates of heaven, Pano. You were scraping together your fucking chore money like, I'm gonna get a blowjob with this. Mom, can you give me advanced on the dusting money? I'm trying to get my dick sucked next week. So okay, let's deviate. Okay, this is fascinating. How much does a prostitute cost when you're 13? Or I guess it's the same at any age, probably. What'd you say?
It was cheaper.
It was cheaper back then. Oh my God, back in the good old days. My God, Pano. How much do you think it ended up being, Pano?
Like $30.
$30? Oh shit. So book a flight to Athens. $30? I gotta take my girlfriend out for dinner. It costs way more than $30. Wow, no one liked that. I don't know how. I thought we were having a pretty good time, and then the crowd went, "Go fuck yourself, man." How long did you last when you were 13 with a prostitute? This is fascinating.
Good minute.
A good minute? I've never lasted a good minute, Pano. Good for you. I last about 35 seconds, and I'm not ashamed to come in quick. The quicker you come, the straighter you are, right? You know why I come right away? Because I fucking love pussy, dude. These guys who last all night, it's because they're dicks and they're like, I wish this was a butt. Yeah. Bunch of fucking losers. Pano's 13, like, you're having sex and you haven't read The Great Gatsby yet. That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, can't wait to learn the Pythagorean theorem. Suck my dick, bitch. That's amazing. 13. I don't think I knew what sex was when I was 13. That's fascinating. Pano, that was good. Thank you for being open. It ruined the joke, but man, that was funny. What about you, man? How old were you when you lost your virginity?
18.
18, the right number. I like that. That's good. You know that I didn't have sex till I was 25, Pano? Can you believe that? Almost double your age, man. When you said 13, I was like, I didn't know Greece was a Catholic country. I didn't know that was that was more of an Orthodox thing, but maybe they're stealing from us. I didn't have sex till I was 25. That's how fucking stupid women are. Okay, you took that seriously. Huge mistake. You were 18, sir. How old was your partner?
18.
18. That's cool. You gotta have sex with a teenager. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I never get to fuck a teenager now. All of you did it. But I missed the window. Now I can't even Google it. Till the VPN arrives. Come on, tell me what teenage pussy's like, man. Otherwise, I'll have to open for Chris D'Elia. Famous comedian who's a pedophile, many of you still support. Something to think about. So funny. Pano, what's the vibe? Do your parents know you slept with a prostitute when you were 13? Have you ever told them that? That'd be amazing if you had.
Probably, they knew.
They knew. Yeah, you're coming home like... Your mom's telling you to clean your room. You're like, I'm not cleaning my room, Mom. I fucked now. I love that, Pano. That's so cool. How did you... I've never been to a prostitute. This is amazing. Do you, like, pick, or do they just give you a random one? Is it like a lottery, or what do you do, Pano?
Whatever works at that night.
That night you just picked who? And do you ever see this woman again, or was it one and done? Beautiful moment.
No, I've seen her again.
You went back a few times? Let's go. That's amazing. $30? Why not? Everyone's like, why doesn't Pano have a PS4? Oh, he likes to come. Pano, can you go to the movies? No, I'm saving up. Hoping to have a threesome around Christmas.
We give celebrities credit for things that aren't even impressive. I saw an article the other day. It said Jennifer Lopez just turned 58. She looks incredible. What's her secret? How does she look so good at 58? She's worth $700 million. She's never had to help a friend move. If she had to carry a couch up 5 stories, her tits would be sagging right now, you know? If Jennifer Lopez ever had to call Amazon customer service and be like, I want to talk to a human! She'd be as ugly as my fucking aunt, you know? I'm not impressed by that shit. The article was like, what's her skincare routine? Her face looks amazing. What products does she use? Every morning Ben Affleck came on her face. If Ben Affleck came on my face, I'd look like Timothy Chalamet. Oh, yeah. Instead, I come on my girlfriend's face. Now she looks like Steve Buscemi. You know what I mean? I'm not impressed celebrities look good at an old age. They're rich. Rich people have no real stress. Of course, they age well. Like, I'd be more impressed if they're like, we found a 58-year-old Walmart greeter who's still keeping it tight, you know? That'd be a newsworthy story, you know? They're interviewing her like, Loretta, what's your secret? She's like, I'm 24. We know too much about celebrities' personal lives. Anyone here? There's a few white. Anyone big Taylor Swift fans? Do you know how Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce met, ma'am?
Oh, yeah.
You did? How'd they meet?
At her concert.
They met at her concert? That's amazing. What's your name, ma'am? Christina, you seem to know a lot about Taylor Swift. Christina, do you also know why we fought the Korean War? Don't answer, I'm making a point. We fucking roasted a woman, didn't we, Max? Let's fucking go. Men are back! I'm kidding, Christina, you're nice. I'm just making a point about American culture. We made fun of a woman, now we have to make fun of a man, though, because of DEI. Men know too much about football. That's our thing. Any guys here big pro football fans? Yeah? Who's your team? Who raised? You're a Bills fan. Nice. Okay, good. I hope you don't kill yourself. That's a tough. I'm a Vikings fan. We've lost the most Super Bowls too. What's your name, sir? Tim. You think you know a little bit about football trivia, Tim? Okay, let's try this, Tim. I got 4 questions, Tim. Any real man would know the answers. Okay. Tim, we're gonna start easy and then we're gonna get hard. Hopefully both of them. Tim, who's been the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers the last 15 years or so, Tim? Tomlin. Where did Tim Tebow play college football, Tim? Florida. Where did Peyton Manning play college football? Tennis. Tim, way to go. Okay, Tim, if you get this last one right, Tim, I'll give you $20, Tim. Let's double your weekly salary, brother. Okay. Tim, any football fan knows this. Tim, what happens to a woman's body during menopause? What's the answer, Tim? What is it? Good luck. I like that, Matt. What do you think, Matt? What happens to a woman's body during menopause, Matt?
Don't ask me.
You don't know? God, this is crazy. Max, you know. It dries up. I think that might be you, not menopause, Max. I don't think the pussy dries up. Is that it? I don't think that's right. Okay. What is it actually, sir? Do you know, sir? This is insane. Do you know? But Tim, who drafted Randy Moss? Vikings, but you don't know what happens to half of women during their lives. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? Men, we're so stupid. It's amazing. The correct answer, actually, this is what happens during menopause. Who gives a fucking shit? Oh, menopause, another excuse for why women are crazy? Where have we heard this one before? First the periods make them crazy, then no periods make them crazy. When will it end? Death, hopefully, Max. Death, hopefully.